So let's jump right in. Today is Monday, March 22nd. For most of us, it might be, depending on where you live, the 23rd already. So let us know how Tuesday's going. All right, so as per usual, we like to start with our top gigs of the week. So what are we trying to fill this week? We got some really great gigs to share with you. And as always, I will post these in the chat if you're interested in applying. So we have a tech lead for Spring Boot and Angular. Oh, I accidentally just put my computer to sleep. Hold on. Lovely Mac shortcuts. Turned it right off. Okay, there we go. We have the tech lead here. So if you're interested in applying for that, please do so. As always, we have the refer the gig button. So if you know a friend who'd be good at this. So this is a 4-week-long gig and you can be in any location. So a really great opportunity if those are your skills.
And this one's unique in that it's a top coder led gig. So you'll be part of a top coder team working on a project. So.
Yep. And there's a few of them. So there's this one as well. This is a backend developer in Spring Boot. So if you are well versed in this gig, these technologies, please apply. Again, any location. It's a 4-week thing, so month-long work, which is great. Again, you can refer somebody. And as Harshit mentioned in the chat, we do have the skill builders, so you can ramp up in one of these if you're interested in applying.
And if you're nervous about gigs, this is a good one to try because you will be working with other top coders. The top coder team will be also working with you. So it's a good way to get in and try this out for future gigs.
Yep, for sure. A really great way to jump into gig work. We have a front-end developer looking for Angular dev for the same project, another month-long thing, any location. Please note you are working India standard hours because it is for an Indian government organization. And so as long as you can work those hours. And then we also have another front-end developer one. Or is that the same one I just shared? Oh, my bad. I think I did it twice. Sorry about that. And we have this data analyzer test framework gig as well. This one is also for any location. It is a 3-month duration gig. This is for a large hardware and software company. So if you have these skills, strong Java, Kafka, all of these, please apply now. Also share with somebody if you have a referral. We also have a Salesforce developer gig. This one is a longer gig. If you are looking for a Salesforce gig, check it out. There's the link for that one. And we also have a data engineer Azure gig. This is a 16-week long. It's working, that's Eastern Standard Time, so that's top coder time. And that's any location. This is a world's leading medical technology company. If you're interested in that one.
And you'll notice there's kind of a theme here on some of these skills. So if you're not necessarily feeling ready to do these gigs, as Harshit said, we do have the skill builders. So, you know, learning Angular, having Angular as a skill set is going to get you future gigs. And also we have a lot of Angular front end challenges. So also Spring Boot. And then I think at any point in time, if you can learn Azure is going to be beneficial.
For sure. Okay, and as usual, I always have to make sure you understand that we do have a referral program, which is really cool. So if you have friends and you haven't seen this yet, please check it out. All the gigs have that refer a friend button. It's $500 if that person gets the gig. I know we've seen a number of folks already earning this money. Obviously, you have tons of friends or contacts in this industry, so please share. Lots of really great things out there for you to share for getting some more members in here. So please do share. Are there any questions on any gigs right now? Do we have any gig workers on the line that have any questions? Or we do have our gig team here, so please take this opportunity to ask any questions in the chat or on the phone.
Hi, this is Harpreet. I just wanted to know, I mean, if I joined a bit late, 5-10 minutes, so I wanted to know, are there any gigs that are available as part-time as of now?
As of right now, we have had a few coming in here and there that are part-time, but it's something we're going to be working on getting more of. I know that it's something of big interest to our community. So we're definitely working on that. Do you have any other insight on that, Adam? Have you heard any more from our sales team on that?
I was actually going to defer over to Corey. Do you know of any right now that might be part-time?
I don't think we have any right now.
Okay.
He can, if I can put my email in the chat, and we have kind of a list going of gig members that are interested in part-time. So I'm going to put my email in the chat feature, and you can always reach out to me and I can add you to that. So when we have one available, we can send it to you.
Sure, thanks. That would be great.
So definitely from a sales and from a engagement perspective, we are looking to do more, part-time gig, and this is just for us. It's the customers that come to us and who's looking for part-time, who's looking for more than part-time. So we are definitely looking and working on that. And as you all see, week to week, we have more gigs each week. So as we have more customers come in looking to work with all of you, we will have more of these types of opportunities.
Thanks, Adam.
Great question. Any other gig questions? Not at this time. Okay, feel free to pop them in the chat at any time. We're here to help you out today. Okay, moving along. We talked about the refer, so let's talk about our upcoming events. So we have a really awesome webinar coming up Thursday, which is getting started with Unity. We are in big demand need of Unity developers. And we are so excited to have Bill Zedison, one of our MVP top coder co-pilots and developers in our community, who's going to teach you how to create your own Dino game. So please check that that webinar out. I'll put the link in the chat for you. I think it's a great opportunity to learn something new. Bill Zedison has done a number of awesome webinars for us. He's a game developer in his day-to-day. He actually did a really great Ask Me Anything session with Luis last week. We have the recording of that. It was really fantastic chat that he had with Luis last week. So if you missed it, definitely check the recording out. But this is a really, really great webinar for you on Thursday. We really hope you can join, share it with your friends, check it out. Bye.
Yeah, and just to add to this, so he ran a webinar on Coco's creators. He created an amazing game long back. So he's a game developer. He's back with another game for you guys, and he's gonna use Unity UI and Unity Sprite this time to teach you how to create this game. So do join in.
Yeah, I think his webinars are the most popular ones we do. They're a lot of fun. Good stuff. All right. Let's talk about Top Coder Open for a minute. I know there's a lot of folks that are interested in what's going on. I thought it'd be cool to show some of the leaderboard. It is nearing the end of stage 3. So there's about 9 more days left until the stage 3 leaderboard ends. So looking at the dev leaderboard right now, we've got a few folks at the top of the leaderboard. Looks like this guy here, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, Wizo, has a pretty good lead. So good for him. And then if we go over to the first to finish leaderboard, and then this is also the leaderboard that will be giving away tickets for the regional events. So more on that in a minute. Looks like, oh, we have Thomas and a newer member here. Lots of new handles. I love seeing new members on the leaderboard for TCO, so that's awesome. It's first to finish. If we look at design, what do we have for design here these days? For stage 3. No surprise there. We've got our I Am Tong at the top of the leaderboard, and I Am Infinite. I believe they've already won trips to TCO, so it's really going to be about the next few. Oh, we have Abdavera. That's awesome. And Stark. So we have Selvia back too.
Selvia. Wow.
So really,
that'd be pretty awesome if Selvia makes it.
Yeah, and D-Jack is down there too. He's got 2 currently. So anything can happen with design. So that's gonna be a fun battle the next 9 days. See who comes out on top. And then let's check out QA leaderboard for stage 3. See how we're doing here. Our usuals. Oh, we have Nurse Sultan. Are you on today, Nurse Sultan? Well, nice to see you on top of the leaderboard. That's awesome. Satkin and Udare, these guys are a few veteran competitors, and Kriya's back on the leaderboard, which is nice to see too. So very cool. Harsha, can we look at the marathon leaderboard, or is there not much there yet? We'll just check it out. Oh, here.
Actually, Jesse, I would like to ask if anybody here would like to know more about the Top Critter Open, or if you don't know about the Top Critter Open, please do ask. I think sometimes we're so used to talking about the Top Critter Open. If anyone here is new and would like to know more about the Top Critter Open, please do ask questions.
Yeah, thank you, Adam. So TCO is coming to the end of stage 3. As I said, stage 4 will start on April 1st. Basically, every month that you are participating in Top Critter challenges, you are earning points for TCO. So pretty much every challenge at Top Critter is eligible to earn TCO points. If you do get those points, you're on that leaderboard that I just shared. Okay. So when at the end of the stage, we will figure out who's in the top of the leaderboard, and those folks will win the trip to the TCO finals as a TCO finalist. So really exciting. It's the biggest incentive program we have for community. And it's something that brings us all together every year, which is really great. Now, last year, TCO 20, as most events, we were virtual. And I like to say that even though we were virtual, the regional events were really fun. Like, we had a really good time at our regional events. We had a great time at the TCO finals all through the virtual event platform Hopin. So we are right now figuring out TCO 21 planning. Harshit and I had a really great chat this morning. And what we're going to be doing is putting together our final planning and what's going to be happening to have announcements for you by the end of April. So we're hoping that our main newsletter will be some TCO news for you. We don't have all the details yet, but we do know that in some way, shape, or form, we're going to see your faces. And we're really excited to see your faces. So, and we also look forward to doing all of our regional events. I will say, one of the things that we have already decided is we will be doing our regional events. Again, how they will be done is something we're still determining, but we will be doing all 7 regions this year. So I'm really excited about that. So regardless of where you are in the world, there will be a regional event available to you. So right now we have 7 different regions. Last year we did 6 events, but we'll be doing an event for every single region this year. So if you're in the Africa and Western Asia region, we're going to be doing one this year. So really excited about that. So you can see kind of where these regions line up. Basically, the regional events are a great way to get you together with some folks in your area to meet up and have an opportunity to, see who's the best in your region for all the different tracks of competition. And it's a great way to get together and see other people and network and all that good stuff. So really excited about our regional events, having all 7. It's going to be kind of crazy, lots of stuff going on. But we're excited to have one every region.
Yeah, and if you, Jesse, just to add, if you still don't understand how to qualify for TCO or what TCO is, Jesse and I, we did a webinar back in December, back in January, I think, and it was a very detailed webinar focused towards how you can qualify, what you need to do. So even registering and submitting for a challenge, you might get an invite. So if you haven't done that yet, if you are still new to Top Coder, exploring the challenges, go and do that before March 30th, 31st. Make sure you get a submission in, get some points, and we'll send you an invite to the regional events. And they're amazing. T-shirts if it's on-site, there's food, you get to interact with a lot of sponsors. Adam's there, you can meet Adam, talk about community, talk about Top Coder, and it's very fun. So do go in, make sure you compete. If you are a competitive programmer, we still have 1 SRM left in this state, so you can still get some points from competitive programming. If not, you always have all the challenges available for you to go in and compete in development, design, or data science. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're newer to Top Coder and this is one of the first times you're hearing about TCO and it might be too late to qualify, just send us an email. Let us know. We'll send you a ticket. Like, I don't want anyone who's joining these calls every week to miss out necessarily. So don't tell Harshit I said that, but just send me an email. We'll make sure you get I'd still like you to register and submit in a challenge, but I really still want you to have an opportunity to see TCO in some way. And that's for our regional events, by the way, because you have to earn a ticket to TCO finals, which is kind of a bigger deal. All right, any other question? Okay, is there any relation between the main TCO? Yes, in these regional events? Absolutely. So we do competitions at the regional events, and especially the algorithm track. We actually have a way for you to qualify for the wildcard round, which leads directly into the TCO finals. And then also, depending on the different competitions that we do offer during the regional events, some of them might lead also to the TCO finals. So there's always a chance that you can earn a trip through the regional events. Anything else, Harshit, that I missed on that one?
No, yeah, and sometimes we do these special competitions as well. So let's say you have missed out on a TCO trip this year, you couldn't compete in the stage time. You know, as we go close to the TCOs, we're doing regional events. Sometimes we do announce some special programs where we give last minute trips, and we do give you a last minute chance to fly to TCO. So yeah, do get involved in regional events. Do come there. We announce these opportunities at regional events, and you can still get a ticket to TCO if you come to regional events. Yes.
Good question. Any other questions on TCO? Yeah, definitely check out that webinar. That was fun. We had a lot of fun doing that. Okay. But again, keep adding questions if they come up. We're happy to answer all your questions. All right, next up we have Top Coder and Headspin. Just a friendly reminder, this is still happening. Adam, if you want to give the quick update on this program.
Yeah, so very excited about the Top Coder, Appium, and Headspin partnership. So between the two platforms, Headspin is offering a 25% discount on the certification, and then Top Coder, we are handing out 25 free certifications. So anyone here on the call today, if you are interested, please do email me, adam@topcoder.com. But I'm currently in the process of handing those out. And this is a $250 value at Headspin University. And this will take you through the Appium and Selenium fundamentals. Around like step 11 or 12 of the certification is actually a link over to Top Coder to take an Appium challenge on Top Coder. And we have cross-platform badging. You are able to put in your Top Coder username in Headspin University to showcase that you have completed the Top Coder side of it. And then of course, we have a skill that is specific for Headspin and Appium. So very excited about this. Real quick, so Vanita, I know that you have been invited to this. Have you received your invitation from Headspin, and has that gone okay so far? I know you're pretty busy.
Yes, no, I'm on the third module. Even though I know Python, I just want to make sure I know what they want us to know, so I always do that in class, even if I know they say it's optional. I take I look at the optional video, so it's going pretty well. I didn't know he had actually invented one of the founders of the Appium, so it's real good. I like it. He can teach well. So
yeah, so essentially one of the founders of Appium is the leader of the class. So taking this class plus part of the cost of this, the 250, is because you actually get to use the Headspin devices that are, so you get to test against that. So it's very cool. And again, we have a discount, a Top Coder discount with them, and we're looking to do more with them. So your ability to get certified. And I think I actually just saw we may have a customer who is interested in Appium skills. So there may be some gigs possibly popping up around Appium. So jump in, check it out. If you are interested, please do email me, adam@topcoder.com.
Awesome. And we have Appium challenges too and skill builders, and it's a big thing right now. So definitely take advantage of this partnership. It's great.
Yep.
Thanks for sharing, Benita. We love hearing about how it's going.
Yep, and we should have, and
You're welcome.
we're trying to schedule a webinar with him. So, so Benita, we should have a webinar coming soon with Headspin University and us. Okay.
Very cool. Thank you. And of course, we have to talk about Adobe. This is still running our weekly learning series, challenge series. So don't miss the opportunity to get involved with Adobe, win some cash, maybe a t-shirt. They're running every week. I know we talk about this every week, so it's still going. So don't miss it.
Yeah, so we do have the official Top Coder and Adobe t-shirts. So very excited about those. Those will be rare. Jesse's in the process of getting those made. But I'm looking forward to having mine. So I'd like to have an Adobe Top Coder t-shirt. But yeah, so we have the ongoing learning challenge. We have a use case challenge. So this is a great way to learn Adobe Pdf Sdk. And if you don't understand what that is, essentially, I think we're all familiar with PDF. This allows you to access the different functions of PDF through their API. So the goal for Adobe is that you can now use PDF inside a web app, inside your mobile app, and you can make calls to convert a Word file into PDF, a PDF back to a Word file. So there's a lot of really cool functionality that they've exposed, and they're still creating. We've actually, on the Top Coder side, have made good suggestions. So some of you out there have made good suggestions back to the Adobe team on things that have been found or some features in the API that that could be improved. So it's been a lot of fun so far, and we're just looking to keep going and keep doing some cool things with them. And also Adobe Sign. So Adobe Sign in this latest series is something that we're tackling.
And if you guys missed, Jesse just showed the specifications that said first 10 submitters to pass review get a Top Coder t-shirt. We are getting that updated. It's a Top Coder Adobe t-shirt. So first 10 submitters. This week challenge is closing in next 12 hours, but the next one is going to get launched in 12 hours. So you can jump right into it. You have a week to solve and submit. So once again, first 10 submitters that pass review will get a Top Coder Adobe t-shirt. So yeah, get right into it.
Everybody loves a t-shirt. All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. What do we have next? Top Coder skill builders. It's always important that we kind of talk about all the different skill builder competitions we have going on. I know we go through this every week. We still have the Appium one running, ServiceNow. We have the Java and PostgreSQL one. So don't miss your opportunity to learn some skills here. Get verified in one of these skills. It's great for jumping into new competitions. It's great for gig work. So if you are interested in, earning money and learning more at Top Coder, you definitely need to check out these skill builder competitions. Okay. And there's always new ones up and coming. So Harshit will fill us in as new ones are coming up and ready to go. I think you said there's a new one coming up shortly, right, Harshit?
Yeah, there is a Go one on Golang. There's a one that's coming up on Golang. There is a Salesforce LWC. And we also have, I've been saying that for a few weeks now, but we are very close to launching the React one as well. I know that will be famous because when we first launched the React skill builder competition last year in September, a lot of members did jump in and did compete and showed a lot of interest in that. So we're working hard and to make that competition possible with an automated tester this time, to make sure that you guys can keep submitting, keep trying, and you don't have to wait for us to review, because the machine would review and give you a score right away.
Awesome.
Speaking of Salesforce, just want to share, we are still talking with MuleSoft. I think some of you did the MuleSoft certification a month ago and 2 months ago, and we're working with them to possibly do some more certifications. I just want to give kind of a shout out to, I think we had about 50 Top Coders register. We have about 15 that actually completed some of the certifications. And I think Robinson, you are on right now. So I think you did the certification. So thank you for jumping in and doing that, and congratulations on getting your certification.
Awesome. And as you're doing these kind of things, all these things we're sharing about, if you guys have any feedback, we'd love to hear it. If you ever want to write a blog post for us, kind of like a recap of how it went, we'd love that too. So please do reach out and let us know. All right, next up, I wanted to share this, getting started competitive programming. This is probably the first question we always get from Top Coder members coming in. So there's a really great website page I wanted to share with you guys here. It's basically, getting started, how it works, where to go, how to do the web arena, how to do the Java applet. And then at the bottom, I think is really important, is some really great links. So this is the best place to go for anything competitive programming. We've got lots of great tutorials, lots of editorials, lots of problem archives to check out. So if you are new to Top Coder and you're here because you want to try some competitive programming, which could potentially lead to earning some money, please start there. Okay. And then finally, I just wanted to shout out to some of our newbies who are joining Top Coder every day and jumping into our Newbies Forum. One of the best parts of Top Coder is the camaraderie and the family feel here. So if you're newer to Top Coder or you have been around a while, we have a Newbie Forum where people are coming in every day and saying, hey, I'm new here, I want to try this, looking for advice and tips. So please check this forum out, try to follow it. Please go in and welcome folks. Just say hello, maybe share some tips. I think many of you probably are successful today because of the help you got from other members. So it's always important we pay it forward, say hello to folks and help us welcome them to the community and see how they can join us on these calls and make an impact with what we're doing every day. So it's my action for you all to jump into the Newbie Forums. So thanks for that. I believe that's all the content I have for today. So I'm going to stop right there and see if there's any questions. And of course, the greater Top Coder community team, if you have anything in particular you want to promote this week. We have Dan on, we have Anthony, and Karen. Do you guys have any cool challenges or stuff you want to promote? Karen, I know you had a challenge you were launching shortly.
Yeah. Hi guys. We've got there's actually a couple of challenges we've got planned for the Odyssey project. So we've got the online banking section pretty much completed with the community. We've ran the bank ops design section, and we're now working on the front-end development of it, or we're working on the specs of the front-end development of it. So that's going to be starting off this week, being edited by Paulo. So we need a few Angular developers, front-end developers, and yeah, that should be exciting as well. It's quite it's another piece of the puzzle that we're piecing together, and we've been instrumental from the very beginning of pulling together all the components of the overall banking project.
Awesome, thanks. If you have any links to share, feel free to do that, Anthony. Otherwise, you can share them with me when they're ready, and I'll be happy to promote them out there.
Sure, we'll do. We're still working on the specs, so yeah, they'll be coming up tomorrow.
Thanks. Any other programs or promotions we want to throw out there, Top Coder team, or any questions for any members? Do I need to know Java to start the APM stuff? That's a good question. Adam or Harshit, you know that one?
I do not believe you do. I know the class, the course is in Python, and I think they'll allow you to create scripts in any language that you want to. I think just the course is in Python, but as long as you create the scripts to run against the devices, I think that's because that question came up from someone else that they wanted to use JavaScript. So I think no, I don't think you need to know Java, but Vanita, do you have since you've done that, do you have any, would you be able to answer that question?
Well, he did say it's in Python, but that week 3 is module 3 is long. That's why I just want to make sure I know everything that they want you to know. But they teach you from Python from the beginnings. So it goes through and what you need to know for the course.
Yep, okay. So Robinson,
and they manually grade the test that you have. So if it's good for you to do module 3 because it has to match theirs. They go through it and they're gonna manually grade it and tell you what you did wrong or right.
That's great.
That's great, yeah.
Robinson,
so-
does that help? Sorry, Parshit, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, as Adam said, right, for the certification, it's the course is in Python, but you can still, for generally for APM, for learning APM and doing things in APM, of course, you can use Ruby, Python, Java, JavaScript, PHP, C# and robot framework as well. So I know you were talking about robot RPA in the last week, Robinson. So that might excite you as well. So you can use any of these when you're competing in the skill builder competition we have, of course. But for the certification, as Adam said, the course is Python based, and as Vinita also detailed, she's into it. Yes.
Yeah, good question. Any future planning for quantum challenges? Have we seen that come up anytime recently, guys? We used to have a few of them.
It comes up. We get a lot of conversations. There's a lot of interest, and obviously working with the top creator community, I think it's just a matter of closing the deals or closing those conversations. I don't know if anybody else has any thoughts or have heard anything, but Harshit, have you heard anything lately?
Yeah, I think we are planning a problem very soon. It's not going to happen very soon though, but we are still thinking how we can use our own marathon platform to do something like this, and even connect with a third party quantum, an outside quantum compiler, because this is what we did, I think 2 years back with Fujitsu. If you didn't compete in that, I'm still finding that link. I'll just paste that link in a second. So we launched a really interesting marathon match on quantum. It was a traveling salesman problem, and Fujitsu was the customer. They wanted to train the community on quantum. So that is a really nice problem, and we are trying something like that for fun basically this time. So not in near future, but we were thinking second half of this year. So we will keep you guys updated. And as Adam said, we might have a client competition as well come up. So.
Yeah, we're just it's a great question. Reminds me I should just reach out. I should reach out to some of our customers and some of the companies that have quantum in the cloud and things like that, and just see what they would want to do with us. So great question. And if there are other things you guys are interested in, please do let me know. My goal is to be proactive in talking with customers on these types of things that you're interested in doing. So they know that you are, and that if we bring any of these different technologies to Top Coder, all of you in the community will be active on it.
For sure. Thank you. Good question.
Hey Dan, I don't know if you have any new updates on any of your projects, any requests?
No requests at this time. A Spacesuit Detection Challenge still scheduled to launch this Friday, the 26th, for our data science track. And, we're working on hopefully some future design work, but we'll keep you posted.
So if I heard you correctly, did you say Spacesuit?
Yep.
So could you provide a little more detail? Because that sounds really cool.
Yeah, that's we talked a bit about it previously. So NASA is looking for a way to basically use technology that's kind of readily at hand to help train astronauts. So basically, if you guys think about like motion capture, like in like movies and things like that, that stuff does not work whenever you're trying to train an astronaut in a spacesuit, because you can't use it underwater and you can't use it in the typical facilities that NASA is working with during their training processes. So what they do have are just regular old video cameras. They're just watching their astronauts train around. So we're working on developing some algorithms that can actually track and detect the movement of spacesuits in video and still images. And this is extremely important because spacesuits are super fragile and they can only move in certain directions. They have very limited range of motion. And if you go too far and you put a tear in the suit or something like that, obviously that could be pretty catastrophic if you were in space. So it's really just all about, how do we, better train astronauts in use of the spacesuit, and hopefully in the future, maybe design some better spacesuits that are a little bit more easy to use. So step one is start figuring out how to detect this movement of spacesuits in videos, and that's what's going live on Friday.
Very cool. Yeah, so stay tuned on the challenge listing page for that data science match. Sounds like a really cool one to check out Friday. And we'll share the link on next week on Monday as well. Thanks, Dan.
Absolutely.
Okay. Any other thoughts? I just had something at the top of my head and completely forgot it, so maybe it'll come back to me. Oh, I remember. We haven't shared. So Aleph Edge, our big partnership with Aleph Edge and 5G in their Edge network, they are going to be launching. We're going to be launching this in a few weeks. So look for the April newsletter. We will be promoting the program. The first learning challenge will be coming mid-April. Their webinar will be end of April. So April will be all about about the Edge with Aleph Edge. So please be ready for that. Really cool stuff happening there. We're excited about that partnership. They're really excited to get the devs into their network.
Yeah, and I think we're also working on a bug hunt. So to even as part of their developer portal and some of the things that they're doing, which is all brand new, to have the Top Coder community jump in and help provide some feedback. So very excited about what opportunity and what we're going to be able to do here with Aleph Edge.
Yeah. Oh, and I think one of our co-pilots here, hello, Teodoro and Patty, you're working on Aleph Edge with us. So yeah.
Yep.
So maybe you can help us promote it in the coming weeks as it comes up. Awesome. I see a question from Ernest. Is there another meeting event? So I used to do them on Wednesday, like the first or last Wednesday of the month. We were doing these monthly, but we changed it to happening every Monday. So we do this call every Monday, Ernest. So it covers all of the topics. So whether it's gig work or just community for newbies or anything at all. So every Monday we're here. So there will not be something on Wednesday. Any other questions or concerns, thoughts, ideas? Anybody at all? Yes, so every Monday after we do this event, we do this call, we do take the recording and put it up on our website, and we have a whole Thrive article that is geared towards that. Let me find it real quick. I'll put it in here for you, but you can catch any of these calls for the most part in Thrive. Except for that one time I forgot, which was a long time ago. So it's not any valid anymore. Oh, thanks, Harsha. Yeah, the YouTube channel. Yes, I can't find it on Thrive. That's okay. I'll figure it out. Oh, there it is. Yay. But yeah, always check our YouTube channel as well. And if you follow the YouTube channel, it will share with you when we have a new video. You'll get a notification of the new video. And here's the link on Thrive where we put them all. Okay, any other questions or thoughts? Anybody? This has been a really good call. Thank you for bringing some good questions. Please know that even if it's not a Monday and you have a question, or maybe you're excited about Dan's marathon match launching on Friday, but you don't know where to find it, we're always available. So email us. My email's in the chat. Most of us, it's like Jesse@topcoder.com, Adam@topcoder.com, Harshit@topcoder.com, Nick@topcoder.com. So find us very easily. And then of course we have gig work at Top Coder as well if you need to talk to somebody about gig work. Okay.
We are here to answer questions. If you have any doubts, the goal of this call is that, but also if you don't want to speak up in the call, feel free to just email.
Great. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday and a great week. It's our last full week of March, so get going on those TCO points. Qualify. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.